going to be creating a page in the admin dashboard that will allow users to further customize our theme. Before we can do that, we need to create some default options. The best way to go about this is to create default options when the user activates our theme. So let's do this now. In the functions file, I want you to add a hook called after_switch_theme. This hook is triggered when a user switches to our theme. The function we want to call when this hook is triggered is ju_activate. Let's create a file called activate.php and place it inside the includes folder. Next, I want you to include this file from the functions file. In this file, we should perform one simple check before doing anything else. We should check the site's WordPress version. Inside an if statement, I'm going to use a PHP function called version_compare. This function has 3 parameters: the 2 versions to compare and the comparison operator to use. To grab the WordPress version, we have to use a function called get_bloginfo. You may remember a similar function called bloginfo. The difference between these two is that the get version will return the value while the non-get version will output the value. Inside this function, let's pass in the string version. Next, we want to set the minimum version required. In our case, I want the minimum version to be 4.2. Lastly, I'm going to use the less than operator as the comparison. We want to check if this function returns false. If the WordPress installation is below the required minimum version, then we're going to call a function called wp_die. This is a special function by WordPress that kills the script and outputs a nicely formatted message for us. In our case, I'm going to output, "You must have a minimum version of 4.2 to use this theme." This should be translatable. Let's activate this. Go to the appearance page and just switch to another theme, then switch back to our theme. You shouldn't get any errors if your WordPress version is above 4.2. Great. Let's start creating some default options.